It's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Alright, so there's been a couple of requests on this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Plus, I kind of wanted to test this out and see how the LR Spirit Bomb Goku does on Super Battle Road. This is going to be the Majin Buu Saga category stage for Super Battle Road, so let's see how this setup goes. So just a brief overview of some of the benefits of bringing this guy if you're fortunate enough to have him. He does provide a boost toward allies attack by 20% for one turn as part of the 12 key super. For the 18 key, he does raise allies attack and defense by 25% for one turn, so he certainly provides benefit with that. Also with the passive, he gets attack and defense increase of 7% and recovers 7,777 HP per key sphere collected. So definitely advantageous to have this guy both of offense and defense, as well as the HP recovery. So all around a pretty balanced unit. And also bringing in the LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 also will help him out quite a bit, and the team overall, honestly. With the LR Great Saiyaman, you're looking at the ability to seal the SA as part of the 12 key super, and also with the 18 key, you're looking at super type allies attack increase of 30% for 2 turns. So definitely pretty good there. And also with the passive, you're looking at allies key +4 and then defense increase of 50%. Doesn't really apply here as much, but extreme type enemies defense will drop by 70%. So great compliment to that. And you'll see this in the later part of the video, but I also did include the strength Majin Vegeta. I have him at 100% potential, so he's also kind of a great setup to link him up with the Spirit Bomb Goku, just because he's got the ability to change the agility key over to the strength key, and he also has the attack and defense increase of 12% per strength key collected. So he's also a decent option also for events like this. So overall, this guy, the Spirit Bomb Goku, is definitely a great unit to use. Definitely very helpful. I mean, you're looking at like I said, the offense and defense ability by the more key collected, the greater his attack and defense will be. On top of that, 7,777 HP per key collected. That's going to help out in terms of rationing the items needed to be used on Battle Road. You're looking at limited amount of items you can spend, and let's be honest, you're going to spend a lot of items even with the right setup. So you can definitely limit the amount of items that you need, and definitely helps out a lot. Raising the allies attack and defense as part of the super and ultra attack or 18 key super definitely does help out a lot too. So overall, this guy's a decent option to bring. And throughout this video, the friend Super Vegeta unit is ones that didn't have any dude pass unlocked. You're looking at essentially no criticals and whatnot. My lead is the same case, so still managed to be able to clear Battle Road with this setup. Actually made things a little bit easier, just because Goku does recover HP per key collected, and then linking him up with the strength Majin Vegeta, you're looking at a lot of key able to collect. So it helps out overall. I mean, it's an overall balanced approach, and it does work pretty nicely overall. So you do see the Super Saiyan Gotenks on here right now. Initially, he was included to seal the SA, and it also hits for a pretty decent amount. But as you'll see in the second part of the video, it's definitely more worthwhile to bring in the LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, just because they benefit the team overall, on top of the ability to seal the SA. So much better option. Plus that unit is a free to play, so it's definitely tedious to go through the metal grind, but it's definitely a worthwhile unit, especially for events like this. I mean, it's more or less, I think, built for strictly events like this, honestly. I mean, it seems like they're pretty much there to provide support in Super Battle Road settings. So in this case, I did put the Goku up front, even though he didn't collect, the strength key, which would have provided more of a boost. But he does provide like support to the rest of the team as well, on top of his ability to attack and defend. So it's fine. I mean, you can't really get hung up on the proper placement in situations like Battle Road. I mean, you pretty much have to do what you got to do in order to survive, really. And I was able to maintain the links between the Goku and Majin Vegeta unit, just keep them on the same rotation. Certain cases you'll have to break that, but sometimes, like I said, you have to do what you have to do. So with the 18 key super and ability to collect a lot of orbs, you're definitely looking at a pretty decent amount of damage with the Spirit Bomb Goku unit. And defending is very nice. And yeah, let's see 2 million potential. I mean, that is definitely a very good potential amount. Hits for about 847 without the critical, so definitely good enough. I mean, it's definitely going to be helpful enough to those that are still looking to clear this event and have this unit. I mean, it's definitely a good option to have. Without the Majin Vegeta unit on the team and linking with the Goku, sometimes it'll be a struggle to get the 18 keys. So it is my preference to have these guys linked up. They kind of complement each other. So in that regard, it's definitely helpful. And Majin Vegeta, again, has that ability as well. His is, I think, 12% attack and defense increase per key collected, so he can also defend pretty well. Not quite to the extent of the LR Goku, but it's definitely good enough. So as you can see, it definitely makes things a lot easier to get the 18 key super with Majin Vegeta in the rotation. And for this guy, I gave him level 9 for additional attack and level 17 for criticals. Just felt like it'd be appropriate for that. It's a good balance. You'll get the additionals, often enough to where it's good enough. Definitely favor criticals for this guy because he can hit for a pretty decent amount. Not always are you going to be facing type advantage, so you definitely want to apply the maximum amount of damage possible with each super. I mean, in these settings, it's going to be equally, if not more important. So we'll see how he does with the Dokkan mode. I can't tell if it's the 18 key super or not. Looks to be the case, so we'll see how much damage is here. So yeah, hits for about 2.2 million with the Dokkan mode. Definitely does help out a lot. Plus he recovers HP and it can also defend. So overall, a very good unit for these types of settings. And these guys' ability to still SA is definitely very helpful as well. It's nice to have a unit that can still SA on top of providing a lot of support toward the rest of the team. In this case, a defense increase of 50% is very good. On top of that, they do get a +4 key boost, and then in situations where you are facing extreme type enemies, that's going to drop their defense by 70%. So definitely a very good supporting role in these types of settings. Now in this case, I knew that the Goku unit would have definitely defended better than the Vegeta unit, because the Vegeta unit showing up right now doesn't have any do pass unlocks. So your the criticals are not criticals, but the counters are definitely beneficial. Even small amounts do add up total wise. So, but yeah, the Goku unit could have defended much better. I did forget to pull up the the stats just to see where his defense levels were based on the amount of ki collected, but you can kind of get a general sense of the defense abilities based on the amount of damage taken versus the other units in the rotation. So even though I forgot, I think it'll be all right. And for the Majin Vegeta, I gave this guy level 15 for additional attack and level 11 for criticals. That way, the additional abilities, he does have the ability to increase attack and defense per ki collected. So for that guy particularly, I just went with a more heavier focus on additional attack. Unfortunately, in this stage, there are a lot of physical type units that you will be facing, so in that regard, Goku definitely does have the advantage there. And there were sections on this video where you'll notice that the damage taken is significantly less. There are sections where I did use damage reducing items just to be on the safe side about it. I can't remember exactly which portions were that case, but I definitely did use items during this run. But overall, this is definitely a decent team option, including the LR Spirit Bomb Goku, as well as the Strength Majin Vegeta, and also the LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Those are all pretty good options if you have that option. It's going to make life a lot easier, both from an attacking standpoint, defensive standpoint, as well as supporting an HP recovery. All that factor into the team harmony and ability to have a balanced overall build. So hopefully this kind of clarified matters a little bit on how the LR Spirit Bomb Goku did on Battle Road. So thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for next time.